From the trembling heartbeat of the grasslands, hunter and prey move through a world where survival depends on speed, strength, and the ability to sense danger before a single mistake is made. Only those with patience, precision, and instinct endure. In these plains, every track tells a story not through sound, but through lessons pressed into the soil by generations long gone. African elephants step into this landscape not merely as animals seeking water, but as keepers of memory following ancestral paths carved across time. Their wrinkled gray bodies carry the weight of history and loss, turning each journey into a sacred passage through harsh and demanding land. As temperatures rise over South Luna, a haze of dust signals their approach, and the distant ground trembles beneath their massive forms. Standing more than 4 meters tall and weighing up to 5.5 tons, they are the architects of the ecosystem, opening woodlands into grass-rich plains by pushing down trees with tusks shaped by thousands of years of evolution. What seems destructive allows sunlight to reach the earth, feeding new growth for countless smaller species. Their survival depends not only on strength, but on remarkable adaptations: wide ears that release heat, and a trunk containing more than 40,000 muscles, capable of powerful tasks, yet sensitive enough to pluck a single blade of grass. Within each herd, young elephants learn through touch and guidance, while the matriarch holder of the herd's deepest memory leads them with certainty, recalling every hidden waterhole, every safe passage, and every danger etched into the land. Under her leadership, the herd moves through the dry season with unbroken purpose, carrying the ancient knowledge of their ancestors across the plains. When rivers begin to dry, elephants instinctively know where to dig deep into the earth to uncover hidden water, creating wells that sustain countless other species, and their footprints become maps of survival across the plains. By opening pathways through forests and dispersing seeds over long distances, they bring life to places once barren, allowing new grass to spread and trees to rise from cracked soil, acting as the living arteries of the Luinga ecosystem. As the dry season intensifies and the Luanga River shrinks, the remaining pools become crucial refuges for species that depend on the dwindling water. And beneath the still muddy surface lie the immense bodies of hippopotamuses, the third largest land herbivores after elephants and rhinos. They spend most daylight hours submerged with only their nostrils, eyes and ears exposed, shielding their thin skin from the harsh sun, while a reddish secretion coats their bodies, functioning as a natural antibacterial and UV-resistant barrier. Though they cannot swim in the traditional sense, they glide by pushing off the riverbed, conserving energy in low oxygen conditions. At night they leave the water to graze, consuming large quantities of grass as they move quietly along well-worn paths, before returning with sunrise in a rhythm as consistent as a heartbeat. Despite their aggressive nature, hippos are ecological builders, transporting nutrients between land and river and enriching the water with essential material that supports algae, fish, and microorganisms. During the driest months, they retreat to permanent water bodies where they rest in mud and survive through slow, controlled breathing, and ancient strategy that has carried them through millions of years. When the river surface lies calm under intense heat, an older and far more silent presence waits below: the Nile crocodile, Africa's largest reptile, capable of growing over 6 meters long, protected by armor-like skin and adapted to remain nearly invisible with eyes, ears, and nostrils positioned on top of its head. Its stillness is absolute, its 4-chambered heart conserving oxygen and energy with remarkable efficiency as it waits for the perfect moment to strike. When prey approaches the water's edge, the crocodile unleashes explosive power, seizing its victim with a bite force exceeding 5,000 pounds per square inch before performing the brutal death roll to tear flesh from bone. Feeding on fish, antelope, buffalo, birds, and even other crocodiles, It allows nothing to go wasted, as its digestive system processes nearly every part of its prey. As water recedes, females create nests on warm sandbanks, where 50 to 60 eggs incubate for about 80 days, their temperature determining the gender of the young. Once the hatchlings emerge, the mother briefly guards them. But only a few survive predators to reach adulthood, where crocodiles can live more than 60 years and play a vital role in maintaining the balance of the river by removing carcasses and regulating species populations. In South Luna, they remain enduring symbols of nature's resilience, silent guardians of an ecosystem shaped by ancient rhythms of drought, flood, life, and death. The waterways of this region remain stable thanks to natural channels that have never been altered. And within them, crocodiles continue to be a permanent force in the river system. The surface appears calm, yet beneath it waits a hunter built on stillness, patience, and perfect timing, an animal that neither chases nor roars, relying instead on water as camouflage until one silent instant decides the fate of its prey. As dawn filters through the dry canopy, the Luna Valley awakens to a different rhythm, where high among the branches, the agile forms of chacma baboons move through the first light. These dominant primates of Zambia's dry forests live in large troops of up to 80 individuals structured around a leading male, several females, and their young, with social bonds reinforced through grooming, shared food, and collective care. Males defend against predators, while females maintain harmony within the group. And grooming not only cleans the body, but strengthens social hierarchy. Highly adaptable and traveling between woodland, grassland, and areas near human settlements. They forage both on the ground and in trees, feeding on roots, tubers, fruits, seeds, insects, bird eggs, and occasionally small animals. When the dry season intensifies and resources decline, they dig for hidden tubers or follow grazing herds to find the last remaining water sources, all while remaining vigilant. A distinct alarm call from the leading male sends the entire troop climbing to higher branches where they watch and wait, able to distinguish the calls of eagles, leopards, and lions and respond accordingly, evidence of advanced cognitive abilities. As they move through their territory, chacma baboons disperse seeds that help regenerate the dry forests of Luna after each harsh season, forming an essential link between forest, grassland, vegetation, and soil. Nearby, vervet monkeys occupy the lower branches close to the river, their light bodies moving with precise leaps, their silvery gray fur and black faces framed by white eye rings identifying the species. They live in stable troops of 20 to 50 individuals, contributing their own subtle rhythms to the valley's daily life. As the last light of day settles across the landscape, the ground begins to tremble under the heavy steps of a vast Cape buffalo herd emerging onto the plains. Thick hides sweeping through the golden air as thousands of pounds of muscle move as one. One of Africa's most powerful mammals, a fully grown male can surpass 2,000 pounds and stand over 5 feet tall. Its massive forehead and curved horns creating the unmistakable silhouette that dominates the fading horizon. The curved shield at the center of a buffalo's forehead, known as the boss, acts both as a weapon and as a symbol of the herd's structure, reflecting a system where true strength lies not in the power of individuals, but in coordinated movement. A single herd can include hundreds of animals, yet they function as one organized unit. Older females typically guide direction, while males protect the outer edges, and decisions are made through collective behavior, with the herd turning toward whichever direction most individuals face. Cape buffalo are pure grazers, using wide, powerful muzzles to crop grass close to the ground while feeding on soft shoots and riverbank herbs, with each adult consuming more than 60 pounds of vegetation per day. When dry seasons strip the plains bare, they travel long distances to reach water sources remembered from previous years, relying on memory and experience to navigate their vast territory.